Okay, so this is the last problem from 8.1. This is example 4. We're going to convert the polar equation. R equals 4 sine of theta to rectangular coordinates. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is write what our equation is. So we have R equals 4 sine of theta. Now earlier we learned that we have an equation for R squared. We know that R squared equals x squared plus y squared. So if I want to convert this so it's R squared, what I want to do is I want to multiply each side by R. So whatever I do to one side, I can do to the other side. So if I multiply each side by R, okay, then I'll have R squared equals, and then the proper way to write this would be 4R sine of theta. So all of those are multiplied together, the 4, the R, and the sine of theta. Well, for R squared, we can go ahead and substitute. So like I said, we know earlier from the rectangular to polar that R squared equals x squared plus y squared. So let's go ahead and substitute that in for R squared, x squared plus y squared. Now on this side, do we notice anything that could also be rewritten? Well, let's look at our formulas. So I have the x squared, the y squared, the tangent. I have x equals r cosine of theta, y equals r times sine of theta. So if I look here, right, the r sine of theta, well, that's going to be the same thing as y. So we're going to go ahead and substitute. Okay, so then this will be 4 times y. Okay, and again, I'll just write a little note on the side that we are going to use substitution because we know that r squared equals x squared plus y squared, and we know that y equals r times the sine of theta. Alright, now the next thing we're going to do is we are going to complete the square. So we're going to go right up here. Next, complete the square. And this is going to help us write our equation as a rectangular coordinate, and then we're going to see if you can recognize what type of equation this is. Okay, so I have x squared plus y squared equals 4y. So if I'm going to complete the square, I want all of the y's on the same side, so I'm just going to subtract. So I have x squared. There's no b value, so I don't have to worry about completing that square. And then I'm also going to put my plus blank in here, and this would be 0 plus blank. So remember, to complete the square, you want to do half of the b value, or the b value over 2 squared. That's what's going to go in both of these spaces, b over 2 squared. So if I take negative 4 divided by 2 is negative 2. So this is negative 2 squared, which is 4.
Reminder to quiz bowl members, we will be leaving for competition at 3:15. Be in Miss Dykeman's room by 3:10. Thank you.
Alright, good times with that. And now I'm going to go ahead and complete this part of the square. So this can be factored into y minus 2.
Nick Gibson, please come to the main office. Nick Gibson to the main office.
Alright, and then this is going to be my final one. Nick Gibson, I hope you made it to the main office. Alright, and there you are. And then, do you guys recognize what equation this is? Of what shape? It is a circle. The circle would have a center of 0, 2, and the radius would be, what's the square root of 4? 2. Okay, so this is a circular equation. You can also look on page 545 for another example. All right, and that is our rectangular coordinates.